Good morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Harpreet.
I'm Omar.
I'm Sienna. It's first thing first period on Thursday, May 28th, 2020.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Ella. Students, make sure to take attendance for all of your classes today by going to Google Classroom and filling out the attendance form your teacher has assigned to you.
Be sure to fill these attendance forms out before noon.
If you haven't already signed into Google Classroom, do that ASAP. Google Classroom is a way to communicate with your teachers and look at your assignments.
Also, always remember to frequently check Student View for updates from your teachers or the administrators.
Good job, Jags, for making it through this term. Only 2 days left until summer break.
We know it can be hard for students and teachers, so we want to congratulate you all for being able to deal with this situation correctly.
Make sure all of your assignments are turned in on time.
Check all of your Google Classrooms and Synergy to see if there are any assignments that you have not done.
It's important that we finish this last week strong.
We're almost there, Jags.
Today's national days are National Hamburger Day and National Work From Home Day.
The origins of National Hamburger Day are not well known, but hamburgers were named after Hamburg in Germany.
For centuries, it is well known that humans cooked meat and put it on bread. It is known that in 1904, at the World's Fair at St. Louis, the hamburger was first introduced, along with the ice cream cone.
Another national day celebrated today is National Work From Home Day.
Although most jobs in the present include going outside to work, due to the improvement of technology, during pandemics such as this one, laws and rules enforce working at home.
Remember, just because some rules are lifted doesn't mean you should go outside all of the time. You should still stay inside to stop the spread, and unless absolutely necessary, wear a mask.
Speaking of National Day, we have some trivia for you on hamburgers.
The first question is, do Americans consume on average about 40, 50, or 60 billion hamburgers a year?
We'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question.
The answer is 50 billion burgers a year.
Good job if you answered that correctly.
The next question for trivia is, what is America's #1 hamburger chain?
The choices are McDonald's, In-N-Out, or White Castle. We will give you 5 seconds to answer this question.
The answer is McDonald's.
The last trivia question today is, were hamburgers invented in 1890, 1900, or 1910?
We'll give you 5 seconds to answer this question.
The answer is 1900. Congratulations if you got that right.
That's it for today's trivia triplet.
Today is the last Thursday of the school year, so this will be the last 2 park updates.
Let's go to Matthew to see our first park update.
Now let's go to Ishan to see the last park update.
Today we're looking at Luddick Park. As you can see, the park is still closed. Make sure to stay home and stay safe, Jags.
Thanks, Matthew and Ishan, for going out of your way to get park footage for this term.
Now let's go to Omar to see how to make Kool-Aid ices.
Summer's coming, and you need something to cool off with, right? I'm going to show you how to make Kool-Aid ices. Quick, refreshing, and most of these ingredients you can find in your home. You're going to need 1.5 cups of water. Then, you're going to need a packet of Kool-Aid. I'm using cherry today. Then, you're going to need 1 cup of sugar. want to use 3 to 4 cups of ice. The last thing you're going to want to do is take the lid, put it on there. Make sure it's on tight. Make sure it doesn't come loose, none of that. Make sure it's all good, you got it twisted, and make sure the power is on. Now, we blend. You're going to take it off the blender, and mine has a specially designed pouring hole, or you can just take it off and pour it like that. We'll do it like that. So now, just going to take this part out, carefully, and you pour it into a glass. And enjoy. Remember, stay safe. Always wear sunblock, even if in your backyard. Wear a mask and have fun.
Thanks, Omar. That icy looked delicious and refreshing.
Now let's take a look at how to make some homemade and delicious chocolate chunk muffins.
Hey, it's Celine here, and this is how you make chocolate chunk muffins. Start by adding 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour to a large bowl. Make sure you are leveling to ensure an accurate measurement. Add 3/4 cup of white sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and whisk it all together to set aside. And in a separate bowl, add in 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1 egg, and 1/2 cup of milk. Then whisk it thoroughly. It's time to combine your wet and dry ingredients. Let's get to it. Now this is super important. Combine your wet ingredients to your dry in portions and use a spatula to gently fold it together. Don't mix it too hard, otherwise it's going to become dense and bread-like instead of a fluffy muffin. Try not to mix it all the way, as there still should be some white streaks of flour. Here comes my favorite part, chopping the chocolate. Carefully use your knife and chop the chocolate into small chunks. This is so satisfying and so fun. Listen to this. Amazing, right? Once you're all done, you're ready to combine it to your batter. It's good advice to not spill it like I did, but you're gonna eat it anyway. Combine the chocolate and batter, and remember again to not mix it too vigorously. Get a muffin tray, and it's time to assemble your paper liners. At this point, I realized that I could only fill about 9 liners, but that's completely fine. The number you make will obviously vary depending on the size of your muffin tin. This part is completely optional but highly recommended. Sprinkle some sanding sugar on your muffins before baking. Give it a light tap and bake it at 375 for 20 minutes. And there are your beautiful chocolate chunk muffins. Enjoy!
Thanks, Celine. Those muffins look delicious.
Now let's go to Caden to find more about restaurants reopening.
Due to the coronavirus, many restaurants have been closed or not having many customers. Recently, many restaurants have been letting customers eat indoors and outdoors only if they follow certain requirements. Some of the requirements that they have to follow are that employees must wear face coverings, the spacing of tables must be at least 6 feet apart to ensure social distancing, and they must disinfect all shared surfaces between seatings. Many restaurants are still choosing to stay closed even when they have the chance to reopen. Even though restaurants are opening, it's still not safe to go out and eat. Make sure to stay safe and healthy.
Thanks, Caden.
Now let's go back to Matthew to see how to cook an egg.
Thanks, Matthew.
And that wraps it up for today's show.
Tune in tomorrow for more stories and information on
First things first on TJTV.
I'm Ella.
I'm Sienna.
I'm Omar.
And I'm Harpreet. Stay safe and stay healthy, Jags.